Hello, my name is Claudia Maiolo and I'm the Executive Director of REISA. REISA is composed of community and public partners who work together to develop, promote, and increase access to English language health and social services in the east and north of Montreal. Established in 2005, REISA assists partners in the public and community sectors in outreach to the English-speaking community, expansion and adaptation of services, and community capacity building. REISA's 4 priority development sectors are youth, seniors, mental health, and special needs. Through our programs and collaborations, REISA strengthens the vitality of the ESC in the 10 boroughs where we are present, representing roughly 183,000 individuals. Over the summer, REISA's founder and long-standing executive director, Fatia Gemiri, retired. On behalf of the board of directors and team, we thank her for her dedication and passion over the past 20 years and wish her a very happy retirement.
Hi, my name is Caitlin. I'm program manager at REISA and I've been here for 2 years.
Hi, my name is Arwa. I am the community organizer at REISA and I've been working here for almost a year now.
Hi, I'm Judy. I've been working with REISA for the past year. It's a great atmosphere, a great group. We love working with the population, the 9 different boroughs, and looking forward to working with a lot of new people, new projects. So on that note, I'm off to work.
Hi, my name is Kayla. I'm an intern here at REISA. I've been interning for coming close now to about a year.
Hi, I'm Pamela. So you may know me as the Youth Network Coordinator at REISA. So I was with REISA for about a year and a half, almost 2 years.
Hi, I'm Sabrina. I'm the Communications and MPI Coordinator. MPI stands for Networking Partnership Initiative. And I've been at REISA for the last year. I started as an intern and got a full-time role in August.
Hi, my name is Maria. I'm Early Childhood Coordinator at REISA, and I've been here for almost 2 years now.
What was your proudest moment this year?
My proudest moment this year was we wrote an application to Heritage Canada for a project and we received the funding. So it was our first grant application and it was the first funding we received from Heritage Canada. So that was a big milestone for REISA.
My proudest moment this year would be establishing contact with a new SWI site. I found a new site all by myself. I established contact with them and I've been doing activities for the past few months with them.
The proudest moment this year is when we hosted our early childhood forum in conjunction with the early childhood coordinator. We hosted about 30 people who came to our forum, but the reason why I'm so proud of it is because we had community partners, professionals, as well as just community people coming to our event.
So I would say that would be the mental health fair at the Lester B. Pearson High School. I was really proud of the activity that we had and I really enjoyed the engagement that we had with students.
Well, as I'm finishing up my year of internship, I had actually gotten an offer to take over Pam's role as she was leaving as the Youth Network and Mental Health Coordinator. So that was a proud moment because I hadn't been anticipating at all to be offered a job once I had ended. So it made me feel really good about the work that I had completed here within REISA.
I think my proudest moment was the Early Childhood Forum. It was the first forum that I had planned and organized. It was a success. We reached over 30 individuals, participants who were either educators, principals, school board members, early childhood educators, so really proud with that. It was very successful. We had 4 panelists who gave insightful presentation and stayed with the theme of the Early Childhood Week. So yeah, that is my proudest moment. I think that its success was my pride.
How would you describe our year in one word?
Growth.
Ambitious.
I would say it's transformational.
Positive.
Synergistic.
I think I would have to say collaboration.
Which project or event made you feel the most fulfilled?
So again, I'd have to say it was the program that we did with Heritage Canada funding. So it's an intergenerational art program and it brought together seniors and youth from Lauren Hill Academy. And it was really lovely to see the connection that they built across generations.
Lunch and learn, because I feel like it was a project that I had to take from scratch and learn how to teach people that are older than me, much more educated, more professional. It was definitely a big task that I'm proud of.
What I feel most fulfilled about was helping with the communications aspect of the youth mental health survey. So we reached over 2,000 people on social media, but not only that, we had over 50 responses on the survey of youth willingly giving their responses about their mental health. And not only that, we reached so many people on social media that one of the radio stations in Montreal actually got word of the youth mental health survey, and they interviewed our coworker Caitlin about the survey. So it was a really pivotal point of the year, getting the word out about our initiative, but not only that, about REISA.
The most fulfilled I had felt was within the Lunch and Learn program. This program, essentially, we were able to follow through 2 different types of groups, and we had actually seen them improve within their English language, and that had made me feel fulfilled, as if the project had actually had some sort of impact within them, and it made me feel proud.
I think the career fair with over 100 students at Pierre de Coubertin who had attended. There were 4 panelists. It's the excitement of their insightful questions at the end and their curiosity to explore different opportunities and career choices. Just gave a beautiful energy in the room, and this initiative to want to continue to aspire to reach their dreams.
What was your favorite moment with the team?
My favorite moment with the team was our team building exercise that we did with a group of Concordia Master students. We really got to know each other on a different level. We explored strengths that we each had that we didn't know the others had, and it really brought us to a new level as a team.
My favorite moment with the team is Secret Santa, because I feel like it brought us so much closer to each other. We learned a lot about each other since we had to get each other gifts.
So this one was really hard to choose because I've had plenty of favorite moments individually with my team members. I really enjoy going to fairs with them, attending career fairs as well, or going to conferences, and we always have a really good time laughing together. And I obviously enjoy the times that we spent together, having lunches, having suppers, and just getting to know each other.
My favorite moment with the team was when we had some of our team building activities. So one in particular that I really enjoyed was with Jennifer Cook at the beginning of the year. So it was in September, and I also enjoyed our holiday parties, and yeah.
Honestly, there are so many amazing moments with the team. I have a couple. I actually liked the CPR training that we had done. I felt that it really brought the atmosphere and the cohesion of the team a lot closer. We became a lot more personal with each other, and I feel like that helped in regards to our work, because it's a lot easier when you know the people you're working with, essentially.
I think my favorite moment with the team are always the socials that we have, the formations, the forums, those times where we really come together to work with each other and for each other.
Tell us a story or moment that made a difference.
So it's not just one story or moment, it's really the connection that we built as a team this year. This was probably the first year at REISA where we had such a large team of 8, and we really achieved a lot more this year, and it was really because of that connection and the strength that we built as a team together.
Seniors getting personal with me, telling me stories about their lives when they were younger, telling me their problems, opening up, which is something that seniors do not like doing sometimes. So it's definitely something that showed me that I'm doing the right thing, that I'm taking the right path.
The moment that made a difference for me is through our community resource referral program. We had someone contact REISA looking for English language services, and they gave me a call, and we just had an instant connection on the phone. We started talking. It felt less of like a referral and more like a conversation with a community member, and that moment really sparked joy for me. And not only that, They made me remember why we're doing what we're doing, and that connection was really important for me.
Well, bringing it back to the Lunch and Learn program, honestly, at the beginning when we had first started, we had asked the participants to rate themselves from 1 to 10 on basis on how they felt they were able to communicate or even just speak or read the English language. And a lot of them had rated themselves between like a 1 and a 3 at the beginning. And once we had asked the question after the end of the 8 weeks when the Lunch and Learn program was closing off, the majority of them had boosted their score by 3 or 4 points. So that was really a telltale sign that it had impacted them and it had helped them learn a lot of different things in regards to the English language and how to communicate with their clients.
I think for me this year was the collaboration of getting General McShane Elementary School onto the tables and collaborating with other organizations. They are more in the lower sector elementary schools where there is a lot of poverty. And so I think them getting involved and collaborating with other organizations to improve nutrition and access to clothing and guidance and support for their school was one of the success stories.
The Enhancing Regional Community Capacity program, funded by the Secretariat for English-Speaking Quebecers by the provincial government of Quebec, helped REISA significantly expand its capacity and deepen its engagement across 6 boroughs of Montreal through strategic hiring, planning, partnerships, and community initiatives. REISA hired a program manager, a youth network and employability coordinator, a community organizer, and a community development and research consultant. 4 staff members received training through the CIUS du Nord's Réseau des Équerreurs, and 9 participated in a team-building workshop to strengthen a shared vision within the organization. An external consultant developed a strategic plan, which was formally adopted and implemented. The REISA team and board met twice during the year to review and monitor the progress. Additionally, a communications plan was developed by REISA's communications coordinator, executive director, and board advisor.
REISA commissioned a consultant to create statistical tables, maps, and visualizations for 3 borough portraits. The REISA team collected data, facilitated focus groups, and compiled socioeconomic indicators in collaboration with the consultant to produce updated community portraits of Saint-Laurent, Villeroy-Saint-Michel Park Extension, and Rivière-des-Prairies. Focus groups were held in each of these 3 profiled boroughs, 3 in Saint-Laurent, 2 in RDP, and 2 in Villeroy-Saint-Michel Park Extension. Through its youth network and local engagement, REISA built and maintained strong partnerships with organizations such as Avenues Montreal, Bac de Rue, various Carrefour de Jeunesse Emploi, local high schools, community organizations, and youth tables. REISA also actively participated in 43 local roundtables meetings in RDP, Saint-Léonard, Saint-Laurent, and Montreal Nord.
REISA also collaborated with the Center of Dreams and Hopes on a neurodiversity awareness program, addressing the needs for inclusive support for neurodivergent youth in Montreal North and Montreal East. Additionally, in December 2024, REISA hosted its annual Youth Network Forum with 24 partners in attendance. The event featured a panel and presentations offering guidance and resources for English-speaking youth and fostered new networking opportunities between English and French-speaking organizations. A report was produced and shared on REISA's website. Finally, REISA continued strengthening its political and institutional relationships by meeting with local elected representatives in Ahuntsic-Cartierville and establishing new connections such as with the Greek Community Center within Park Extension. So this year, REISA received our first project funding from Heritage Canada, from the federal government, for a program called Canvas of Connection. It was through the Community Cultural Action Fund through Heritage Canada. And Canvas of Connection is an intergenerational art program designed to bridge the gap between isolated English-speaking seniors and high school youth living in Saint-Laurent. The project included English-speaking seniors from the Steger residence in Saint-Laurent and English-speaking youth from Lauren Hill Academy. Together, the seniors and youth collaboratively created a multimedia art hive aimed at promoting inclusion and celebrating cultural and generational diversity. This multimedia art hive became a scrapbook of stories shared by both generations. The project was facilitated by Louise Campbell, ELAN's Art Ed Mental Health Initiative consultant. The project's mission was to facilitate cultural exchanges and shared understanding of the diverse minority English-speaking community experience in Saint-Laurent. This was achieved through dynamic knowledge-sharing sessions and by engaging in various art forms. As a result, the program not only encouraged artistic expression, but also became an opportunity for the exchange of wisdom and identities across generations. The Multimedia Art Hive was published on REISA's website on April 7th, 2025, and the Art Hive launch event took place the same day at the Steger residence from 4 p.m. to 5:30. REISA organized refreshments for the event, and we invited various community partners to attend. The youth also attended the launch event, and they helped facilitate different activities at the event for participants with the help of the facilitator, Louise Campbell. The Multimedia Art Hive was officially presented at the event. 60 community members attended, including seniors and their families, Steger resident staff, youth participants, staff from Lauren Hill Academy, REISA staff and board members, and other community partners in Saint-Laurent. This year, for REISA's Senior Wellness Initiative, funded by the CHSSN, REISA offered 39 wellness sessions to seniors in Saint-Laurent through our partner organizations. So we have partners at Résidence Sainte-Croix, Haydoun Community Center, Résidence Badeau-Sauvé, and Résidence Steger. Activities varied from yoga, improv theater, lunch and learn language sessions, zoo therapy, conversation sessions, art, and health and social service presentations by various health professionals and interns. So all of our sessions had an average of 12 attendees throughout the 39 different sessions that we offered.
We collaborated with the CIUS du Nord, McGill School of Nursing, McGill School of Dietetics and Human Nutrition, Concordia Department of Applied Human Sciences, MSOPA, McGill Center for Studies in Aging, the McGill Legal Info Clinic, and other private service providers. REISA staff also participated in training and capacity building activities through the CHSSN SWI co-ops and other trainings and workshops. We also were involved in the One Voice Coalition and participated in the WIN knowledge sharing meetings.
So to summarize, we distributed a survey. So the survey was called Mind Matters. It was a youth mental health survey that was inspired by the CHSSN Youth Pulse Check survey. So we promoted the survey through different channels, such as by social media, email, through partners, on CBC morning radio, at universities, and at CEGEPs. So we received a total of 68 responses for the survey. We also conducted a one focus group with youth that were aged 18 to 29. We additionally put together a portrait with all the results from the survey, so you can check that out on our website. With the English Montreal School Board and in partnership with Leslie B. Pearson, we helped organize the mental health fair at the school. So we invited a lot of different organizations across the east and the north of Montreal. There were 7 schools that were invited to participate, only 5 attended. We had 300 students attend overall. REISA also supported the anti-stigma initiatives in 7 participating schools. So the student leaders each contributed to filling out a work plan and coming up with their own mental health initiatives at their school. We also organized a wellness innovation lab with John F. Kennedy in partnership with Learn Quebec, and we had a total of 8 students and 5 adults that attended.
So our key achievement this year was having our online presence expand and expanding our reach. REISA's following on social media almost doubled, and we started sending out monthly newsletters instead of quarterly, so that really helped us expand our reach. And on top of this helped us expand our reach for our resource referral program. From fall to winter, we had a double in the amount of people asking for resource referrals in Montreal.
Hello, I'm here to talk to you about the early childhood programs at REISA. We have two programs the CHSSN offers, and it's the HEY program and the BB program, the Healthy Early Years and the Bright Beginnings. So the Healthy Early Years are really those programs that enable organizations to formulate workshops, intervention programs, activities for children of the age groups 0 to 5 to assure a proper healthy early development, allowing them to have hands-on tools and resources to help develop for their physical well-being, their social competences, linguistic skills, communication skills. And so HEY is really a program that allows for the ultimate success for children of the English-speaking minority here in Quebec to achieve success in education and early development. The Bright Beginnings program is the BB program, so they are interconnected with the HEY program. Without the Bright Beginnings program, we can't have really a HEY program. Why? Because the BB program, the Bright Beginnings, actually mobilizes the organizations to form a collaborative partnership with REISA so that we can develop programs that will allow the HEY program to be successful. So that involves a lot of representation, table representation, table d'enfance, networking with other organizations, and the assessment of the needs within the community so that there can be a development for programs for the early childhood years, as well as youth from 0 to 17. So we collaborate with the public sector, with schools, with the Sus du Nord and de l'Est, with educators, childcare workers, health professionals, and to elaborate and construct programs so that we can ensure that children are successful in their education and in their development from 0 to 17.
There's the Lunch and Learn that we have readapted over the year because it was a program that was previously done in person, but this year we decided that we wanted to do it online in order to give the chance to more people to come and participate. And basically it was a Lunch and Learn during lunchtime from 12 to 1 p.m. Twice a week for 8 weeks per season. So the first session we had that was from October 15th to December 3rd at 2024. The second session we've done was February 5 to March 27, 2025. Over the last year, we've had about 5 participants per session, so around 10 participants per week that were pretty regular, and then we would have a few participants that would show up more during weeks that they could. And obviously all participants were either from the Sus du Nord or Sus de l'Est. And each week we covered a new topic with 2 sessions involving different participants and different facilitators.
So essentially, as for the learning promotion, our role as facilitators within this program, we had done a lot of different things to help support and help engage the participants that were participating within this program. So we had shared a lot of at-home use resources. So any kind of language learning applications, we highlighted how much they costed, which ones had been free, how long the trials had been, as well as home use resources. We suggested things such as like using subtitles when watching TV, listening to music in English if you're normally listening to it in French to help understand a little bit more context and behind the English language. We've done a lot of strategies using different conversation styles, which we later adapted within sessions 2 and 3. We used a lot of YouTube videos of a lot of professionals speaking in regards to learning the English language and to help support their learning from a professional standpoint. And we did a lot of role play scenarios towards the end of the sessions, where we took these role plays and we adapted them to the participants' actual employment, so their position and role, to help make it a little bit more personalized for them and for them to be able to practice real life conversations that they would have within their place of employment.
What I'm really excited for next year is seeing how our senior wellness initiative evolves, especially with us opening a new site to host our own activities. I'm really excited to see how we foster a community and how we can expand our services to the most seniors possible.
The thing I'm most excited for within the future is to see how Lunch and Learn, the program that we've talked about previously, adapts towards the general population instead of focusing solely on health and social service professionals.
I'm very excited to host more in-person events for our community members and for our partners.
I'm very excited about the innovation that REISA will bring this year to our programming through research and development.
I'm especially excited about keeping the momentum going and becoming a reflex that the English community turns to for support in accessing English language services.
Perfect.
I'm excited for REISA to have the opportunity to reach overall more English speakers, more organizations within the community, and to share the mission and organization with other people and collaborations as well.
So I'm really excited for this year because there's a lot of new projects and workshops that are being put into place. We are collaborating with different organizations, a lot of public organizations like the libraries of St. Leonard and RDP. We're integrating more into the elementary schools in the East End and in the North Side in Saint Laurent. So I'm really excited to implement different programs and be actively participant on the grounds more with the early childhood program.
Thank you.